an advertising student at Westminster University, and I'm in my first year. Studying the media is a really important part of nowadays society. We had one assignment actually for a media and society class about the importance of studying the media. But more important, PR and advertising is open wall between the public and one company and a public person or a celebrity and the general public. Since the ninth grade, I believe, I started to look up what public relations actually means, and I started to be more interested, and I said to myself that I really want to study this. So I applied here to many universities that studied communications and public relationship and something like that. But I chose Westminster University because it has the best degree in public relations along with advertising, and since I've been studying advertising for my first semester here, I fell in love with it. Because in advertising you can be more creative and you can work on different campaigns with different people. When in PR you kind of need to create an image for a certain person or for a certain company, as in advertising you either have a product or the brand, and again you can be more creative and can apply more stuff that we've learned. I think it was the advertising assignment because it was a really huge campaign. First of all, the mock campaign was about Doritos, so we had to come up with 3 packages with a whole campaign for promoting three different Doritos flavors, which were typical British, so not quite that interesting. And we were 8 in a team. That took a really long time. It took a lot of effort for all of us to meet, to find the perfect timing, and it was difficult because there were a lot of people in the creative team, so everybody had to have the same idea in order for the campaign to work. We had to communicate within the group a lot. That wasn't really usual for us. So, and we had to come up with a presentation that lasted for about 20 minutes, I think. So that was challenging as well. And then for the real campaign, we had a campaign for newspapers or magazines for the NPA here in London. So we had to do basically the same thing, but with different teams, which I thought was amazing because in real life you get to work with different kinds of people. You don't get to choose your own stuff. And then we had the same presentation and a written presentation and a report about that, and then we switched our places. I mean, I was part of the creative team in the mock presentation, and then for my other presentation I was a media planner, so I had to do a lot of jobs within that campaign. We also had a mock debate, first of all, and it was unusual to speak in front of a class that we barely knew, and we had to kind of memorize a speech but also put passion into it, so we had to sound convincing even though maybe we didn't believe in that certain topic. And that was for our first debate, and for the assigned debate we had other topics and other teams, obviously. So that was kind of interesting as well because there are 3 in a team, so it's easier to work that way. But having to sound convincing about a topic that you really don't believe in, it's challenging enough. I think you need a lot of creative skills, first of all. Secondly, a lot of teamwork. You cannot boss around and try to do things on your own. That never works out. We tried that. Everybody does their own part of the presentations on their own, and we put them together. That didn't work really well, so we had to come up with another presentation. And just communicating well enough that people will get along in a group, solving problems within a group, solving problems that may come up within a campaign. So I live in the Harrow Halls, which is an accommodation provided by Westminster University. It's 2 minutes away from my class, so that is convenient. education because I got to be friends with a lot of different people. One of my friends was an exchange student and she went back to New York, and I'm really sad about that. We get to cook together and have all these small parties in the kitchen together, and it's a good thing that I live really close to the library that is in the university, and if I want at 12 o'clock at night to go and find a book for an assignment because I work late at night, I will go and do that because it's open 24/7, so that is really good for me. The best word for this university is diversity, because you'll find different cultures, different skin colors, different religions, and everybody gets along with each other and nobody has this prejudice about each other. Everybody gets along. It's a fresh start for everyone, every new student. Yes, I am proud of that.